Hello, my name is Bob Holt, and I'm about to show you how to install a shock relocation bar for a 67 through 69 Camaro and 68 through 60 or 74 Nova. The bar from Speed Research Development SRD parts is made out of mild steel. It's TIG welded, and it's designed to fit in a factory pocket location that's located in the rear of the car. It has pockets that bolt in and out. So once the bar is welded in, the pockets bolt in with the shocks already on them. When you get the pieces, you're going to have to know if your lower locations are in the stock position, or if you have offset hangers, you'll have to use a different degree pocket to get them in the right place. That being said, we will continue on and get started and show you how it lays out. Alright, so we're back. This is the centering device that's on here right now. We got it centered, we got it ready for marking the bolts and the holes to be cut. Your bolt holes up here, behind that there's a welded nut on each side. For this purpose, we are on a rotisserie right now and found it easier to display it by going ahead and putting a self-tapper in to hold the device up. Again, behind the plate there are nuts behind here that need to be countersunk into the metal. And we're going to be using a 7/8 hole saw. It's recommended 3/4. I'm going 7/8. Your other hole saw is for the shock recession here, and it's going to be a 2-inch, 2 1/4. Excuse me, 2 1/4. So right now, all we're going to do is take a center punch and mark the center where we're going to put these next holes to recess this. And after that, we're going to center punch and mark the 2 1/4 holes. Alright, we're back. We've already center punched and marked the holes for the 3/4 inch nuts to recess in the metal. And I'm going to go ahead and drill through. Keep in mind that we only want to go through the first layer of sheet metal. Past that, you're going to be drilling into the trunk. Alright, as you can see, we have the 4 holes drilled for the nuts to recess. And now we're going to place the bar over the 4 holes, center it up, and I'm going to place a washer underneath here to help support it because we are vertical. And we're going to mark our 2 1/4 inch holes for the cups to recess into the stock pocket that goes in the trunk. Keep in mind there's another company or two out there that have you cut all of this out and weld in a U-channel type thing. By using this device, it'll eliminate you having to do that to relocate your shocks. By relocating the shocks, you're going to be able to run a 275 wide tire on the back of your Camaro or Nova, and the back spacing on this particular car ended up being 5.5. Yours may vary, but that's a safe measurement to run. You could try to go wider, but you may run into some issues. I'm using a sharpened soapstone to mark. You can mark with whatever you have. It may be easier to do it upside down, I'm not sure. Probably not. Alright, as you can see, you got the holes marked. Next we're going to drill those so our cups can recess and continue on from there with a tack weld. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. We've got both holes drilled for the recessed cups. And now we have place the clamp on both sides of the car, and we are getting ready to tack weld this bad boy in. And we just want to let you take a glimpse of what it looks like just about installed. Now, I'm only going to tack weld it in because I have other things to do besides welding this in all the way. I have to do a lot of undercoating up and around the area. So for now, we're just going to tack weld it, turn the car over, and let you see how it looks when it's hanging down. Thank you. Alright, we're back. We went ahead and welded in the bar, and now we're getting ready to install the shock. Keep in mind, just like before, we've only tack welded this particular bar in because there's a lot of other things we need to do to the car before we fully weld it. That being said, here is the shock installed into the cup. Now, this Camaro is going to have the rear leaf springs in the stock location, so we're using an 80-degree cut. If you have offset shackles in the back, you will probably be using the 85-degree. So here we go. And we get the joy of the ice cream truck behind it. There's one. And we're almost done with the second one. We're getting there. And there's two. And that's basically the install, minus the full welds around. When you go to weld these, you probably just want to do a stitch weld. You can do whatever you prefer, of course, but SRD recommends stitch weld all the way around. We're going to do a couple little more modifications, so we're not going to fully weld this yet, like I said before. As you can see, they're going nicely, and we're ready to give it a turn so we can look at it from the back, and that should conclude everything. Okay, so we're back, and it's fully installed. You got the two shocks, the cup, and the bar installed. It's all tacked in. It's not permanent, so, but regardless, this is basically how it'll look, and doesn't look half bad. And as we said before, you didn't have to cut out the whole under trunk area and weld in another steel plate, and you'll be able to run 275s with no problem whatsoever. And that will conclude this installation, and it's on to the next one. Good luck to you all, and if you have any questions, comments, feel free to contact me at bobhalt@hotmail.com. It's BOBHALT @hotmail.com. Thank you.